Hey guys, Foxy here. I am so sorry for the long wait. It has been a month and I'm so sorry. School has been crazy this past month, but it's finally done, it's finally over. So I should have more time over the summer. But I will not be making videos after today because my grandpa, this is his last day stuck at home. My grandpa, he had surgery on his hip, and so he has been stuck home for a month. That's one of the reasons why I have not been recording, because I leave this phone here for the what ifs. Oh, and that's Jazzy. She's upset because her mama is gone. Yes, I know. Yeah. Okay, sorry guys. And I'm not feeling too well right now. And Jazzy isn't too happy. Okay. So my grandpa has been stuck home for a month, and I did not want to annoy him with making these videos. So that's one of the reasons why I have not done it. Or another reason. But I'm pretty sure you guys do not want to hear me talking about why I did not make any videos. So I'm just going to get right into this one. This will be part 12. Sorry, part 12 of What If Naruto Was a Leopard and Secretly a Girl. Let's get on with the video. Naruto's POV. I ignored the boy, just eating and thinking. But he was screaming like a banshee, but not as bad as Sakura. I got annoyed, and my annoyance was only growing the more he talked. But the thing that made me snap and lose my cool was when he said these words. None of you know pain. None of you. You're in your village. You live happy lives. You don't have to worry about food or anything. And I snapped. I pushed the chair back and stood up to my full height, even though my full height was not intimidating. But the boy looked petrified. Inside of me, I was quite happy for that look. But I didn't act on the feeling. I spoke carefully to the boy. Boy, you do not know what pain is. You have a family here who is trying to give you a better life. You have food on the table. You have a warm place to sleep, shelter. You have everything that somebody might want. Your grandfather is a brave man. Stupid, but brave. There are not a lot of people in the world like that. He is trying to give you a better life. And your mom, some kids do not have a mom or a dad. You have to think about others before yourselves. Put yourself in a situation where they might be. I have no parents. I have a terrible home. But just a couple months ago, I got a good home. I got an auntie and 2 uncles. Those are pretty crazy. God, they are crazy as, well, a headless chicken, if you think about it. But either way, you have to... I can't talk to you, I said as I slammed my chair back into place and slammed the door open, running outside. I was angry, furious even. I really did not want to yell at the boy, but I also didn't want to tell my team about my home the things I have now. I wanted my life to be secret. I wanted them to not know about me. Or at least know the fake me. But no, I had to open my mouth because I couldn't keep my temper in. I should go for a run. I should go and just... What? What should I do? I can run, but I need a break. My mind was so filled with questions, there was a lot of things in my mind. So much, I didn't even realize someone was following me until someone tapped my shoulder. I swung around quickly, about to attack, but I saw it was Kakashi. He stared at me with a blank look, or maybe it was emotionless. I couldn't tell. I couldn't see anger or anything. It was as if I was looking at a blank sheet. "What do you want?" I said in my boyish voice, or tried to, but it came out more squeakish. I was too mad to keep it in check. "Naruto, what is this thing with an auntie and uncles?" he said coldly. I backed up. I didn't want to say. I didn't want to give any more information, so I kept my mouth firmly shut. "Naruto, you need to be truthful with your team. You can't keep everything back. Yes, you can keep a few secrets in the box, but we need to know more about you so we can function as a team. You don't need to tell me who your aunts and uncles are, but please tell me how you met them." I stared at him, long and hard, just questioning myself. Should I really tell him? Is he even trustworthy? But I knew he was right. We have to function as a team, even though I didn't want to. So I gave the barest of details. I met them one time when I found their coffee shop. They're one of the reasons why I'm so hooked on coffee. They were kind, they took me in, and now I live a good life. Nothing else to say. Kakashi nodded his head. "Okay, thank you for telling me. Naruto, we are a team. We are a team. Even though we're not much right now, but we can be more in the future. I see a lot of potential in this group. Please, try to work as a team with everybody. Or at least until you're tuning. Then you could go on missions by yourself." I nodded my head. I knew Kakashi was right, even though it was hard for me to accept it. "Naruto." His voice cut through the silent forest. "Yes," I said, but this time I didn't even try holding back my boyish voice. I was too tired, too mad, and I was so empty. I felt like I was drowning. I couldn't keep up this act. I couldn't keep lying to myself. I just couldn't no more. Not to Kakashi. Even though sometimes he annoys me and I don't know much about him, but I do feel this connection. I feel something. And I can't fight against it. Kakashi, I don't know what's about him, but he makes me want to break down my walls and talk to him. And that's what I did. I finally spoke to someone that wasn't my aunt or uncles, or even Gigi. I spoke with my real voice, and I stood there. My head high in the air, and my back straight. Kakashi looked shocked when I finally spoke. But he didn't act on his shockedness. He just asked me another question. What else are you hiding from us? Please tell me. The more you tell me, the more I learn how to assess a situation you might be in. I stared at him and pointed to a log. Kakashi, you need to sit down, because if you don't, you're going to be falling on your rear end, I said slowly. Kakashi nodded and sat down on the log I pointed towards. And I told him the story. I told him what I was, what gender I was, and I told him everything, just everything. When I was finally done, I felt like weight on my shoulders was lifted off. Just a tiny bit, though. Okay. Thank you for telling me. Do you want me to keep this secret from the rest of the team? I nodded my head. I'll tell them in due time. I'm tired, Kakashi. I'm so tired of this lie. But I'm also scared to tell anyone. I know the village can't hurt me now, since I am a ninja. But golly, I kept this act up so long. It feels like it's a part of me, Kakashi. I put a mask over me, and it's glued. Naruto, it's fine. I'll help in any way. Why don't you start off slowly and tell them your real gender? When we get back, Inari and everyone else will be sleeping. Your teammates, on the other hand, might not. I nodded my head. In a few minutes, we were in a bedroom. Sasuke and Sakura were in front of me. And they looked concerned, and they seemed really tired. I was as well. Okay, I said softly. I have something to tell you guys. I have already told Kakashi, but now I need to tell you. Sasuke didn't look like he cared. Sakura seemed, well, concerned and uncaring. Now, you might not believe me, which I understand perfectly. If I was in your shoes, I wouldn't believe me either. Spit it out, Naruto, Sakura yelled out. I knew I was dragging this out. I didn't want to say it. I really didn't. I was scared. But it had to be out there. Guys, I'm a real girl, alright? I'm a girl, I said quickly. They stared at me. Just stared. You're a girl? You don't look like... I cut Sasuke off by pulling off my transformation and showed him that I was really a girl. 5 minutes have passed and the room was dead silent. Why don't you guys go to bed? It has been a long day and you guys need to process this. I'll get you all up in the morning. Sheesh, I am tired. Good night, y'all, Kakashi said as he went to bed himself. We all followed in pursuit, and I fell into a dreamless state, not really caring about anything, just sleeping. The next morning we got up and did our usual training. A week like this went by. But one day I trained too hard on myself and fell asleep in a clearing. But when I woke up, a cute girl was standing over me. She looked gorgeous. She said she was picking herbs for a friend that got hurt. And I decided to help her. I don't know what I felt, but I felt something for the girl. Just something in me told me that she was similar to me in some way. But when she was leaving, she told me I was a girl. She was a boy. And something in me decided to comment back. Okay, pretty boy, I'm a girl. See ya, I said smugly as I disappeared. And I felt satisfied when I saw the shocked look on his face. And I laughed my rear end off when I got to my bedroom. I loved the look on his face. I can't wait to meet you again, I said as I felt myself becoming a little happy. I don't know what I saw in the boy, but I saw something that made me want to be by him. I shook my head as I went back to training. But the next morning when I woke up, I heard a scream and Inari's telling the men to stop with something. When I heard that, I immediately knew what was happening. I darted out of bed, clenching a kunai. And before I knew it, or the bad guys, I have already disarmed and knocked them out. Inari kept thanking me over and over again, and I told him he was brave. He stood up against the bad men and tried to save his mom. I asked Inari's mom where was my team. She said they were at the bridge. I raced over there as quickly as I could, my feet hitting the ground like a vicious drum, and the wind was whipping past me. When I finally got to the bridge, Kakashi was fighting Zabuza, and the hunter Nin was in this ice capsule, or I don't know what it was, but it was definitely made out of ice. And I could see Sasuke in there. Sakura was defending, or being a shield for Tazuna. I ran for the ice mirrors. I could tell Kakashi was good so far, and Sakura, she would be a good shield. She doesn't need my help. So I ran for Sasuke. I ran right into the mirrors and going through them. I know it was a dumb idea. I should have fought from the outside. But I didn't know what I was doing. I just did what my instincts told me. Sasuke called me stupid, and I agreed with him. It was very stupid. But we fought, and we fought hard against the Hunter Nin. But I felt something familiar with him. Kind of like when I met the boy who looked like a girl. And the more we fought, the more the feeling grew on me. But Sasuke jumped in front of me, taking the barrage of Senban. I felt angry at that moment. I ignored the feeling in my chest that told me that I knew the person in front of me. And I could feel some power exploding inside of me. I felt like I was melting from the inside, and I was slowly losing my mind. I attacked the Hunter Nin. And everything kind of went blank for me from then on. But when I came back to it, I saw the boy lying there. He looked dazed. Haku? I said, now in my girlish voice. He looked at me, his eyes softening. Dread and guilt built up in my stomach. I felt so sick to my stomach. It was terrible. I didn't know what to do to help. He didn't look majorly hurt. But then he asked me to kill him. I immediately said no. I couldn't kill him. Something was special about this boy, and I just couldn't. Not even if I wanted to. No, Haku, I can't kill you. There's something about you. Can you feel it? I feel like you are... Something about you I'm drawn to. I can't kill you, Haku. Then Haku turned his head, and I followed him. I saw Kakashi about to ram the Chidori through Zabuza's chest. As quick as lightning, Haku was in front of Zabuza, hands spread wide, about to take the Chidori. Something snapped at me then, yet again, and I ran forward. I could feel my body shifting, breaking apart and remending itself. Soon, I was on top of Kakashi, my mouth opened wide, and I snarled, my tail whipping through the air. My back was hunched, and I was growling at Kakashi. He looked scared, no, petrified. The Chidori was long gone. After I got my emotions under control, I backed up. Then I heard this clapping sound across the bridge. I turned my head and saw, and this will be the ending of part 12. I really hope you like this part. I'll start making the next chapter. Hey, Jazzy. Alright, I'll be making the next episode, and I'm sorry for Jazzy barking away. Yeah, you're guilty of that. Alright. See you next time.